That first pick, Qiyana. 5 pick, Tien finds what I think is the strongest jungler on this patch in Wukong.
And you can see some of the prep coming into play into game number 1 here in these bans, and some of the, particular picks taken away from particular people. Oh, Kanavi. Gonna have to find a way to get out of this one. He saw you go over the wall with the blast code, and he's gonna use the supreme display of talent, but he's gonna get all outed, and Breathe came to play too. KO straight to the dome against Top Esports as Cream's gonna get out with his phase rush. That's gonna be the jungler down for Top.
And it really is. Tiana on that first play again, he just casted the clone early. Supreme display of talent. Not very talented when it hits the clone, I fear, Mazel.
And the Profane Hydra did not save him. As 369 trying to get saved here as Tian and Kanavi meet back up in the top lane. It feels like deja vu, but Hung is here with the double play, and Hung with the first row makes the difference potentially, but Tian is just fighting Kanavi. Kanavi's about to get the stick. He gets the heal from Hung, though, and Breathe ends up fighting the outplay. Weibo, man, they just took a 2v3. They might end up coming out the better of it. This Q ends up coming through, gets Tien the kill. He's playing with him. Look at him. He's baiting out the clone, and he's going to make it away. Now Xiaohu has shown up. He's trying to get a little bit of damage himself. Crisp is also here, and Hung has overstayed after what a beautiful start it was. Weibo completely wiped the fight against Top Esports in top lane. They'll lose a couple members, but that is huge.
And with the help of his friends, the help of a couple monkeys, as the clones, again, got such big value throughout this skirmish, Weibo and Tien come out on top. I mean, Top Esports, they used their pressure, their tempo, to try and force a dive on the Xiaohu, and they end up using that for nothing. Xiaohu chunks out Cream. That's enough to make sure the Rift goes their way. And if you're Top Esports right now, and you're not able to find fights, able to make things happen with this first item, the Lethality, Profane Hydra, Qiyana.
Yeah.
Is going to be too much for them to handle later on, or Wukong going to be too much for them to handle later on with how hard that pick scales. So I think it's important as we see Top Esports get stuff like that. I mean, first brick, that would be nice. You were still fighting for feats, but those feats were secured by Weibo.
For the pros in LTA, in ACL, and the ERLs, as we get ready for this fight around the Dragon, it's Miami not looking like too much of a fight. Kanavi is over here, though.
Qiyana can't always sneak.
Oh, he realm warped for this.
Vision.
Kanavi tries to go for it, but it's Tien going to get the dragon. That's 2 in a row there. He's going for the Cyclone play, gets locked down. He's in trouble. Light is struggling to find damage here because he's struggling with the range. Hung goes in for a double. The Glacial Fisher comes back, and Hung trying to get taken down, going out as well. Xiaohu is getting flashed up by Kanavi. Tien just used the Rift Herald in the middle of the fight. I think he wishes he had his ward, but that is going to be the kill anyways in the end, and Weibo had picked them apart. He's going for the backline. Oh my God,
part of the plan.
Tien, you absolute monster. Drive them down, rum them down, you beautiful beast. Jackie Love, he's dead to the Rift Herald, and Tien has taken full control of this series, and he is not letting go.
Jackie Love, Cream, Kanavi, 369 Hong. No one has flash up on Top Esports. We'll see if Weibo's able to shut this down. Breathe trying to hold the line. Going to be Hong going now.
Jackie Love's got decent damage. Hung holding on to the Unbreakable Will. Hung goes in for a 3-man. Does end up blocking a ton. A lot of damage on Weibo. They had their armor shredded, but is it enough? Kanavi ends up getting a fadeaway kill in the end. Tien goes down too, but it's been free firing from Xiaohu and co. As Light is still kicking here. Jackie Love finally steps up, but he steps up into potentially his doom as 369. He's garnering attention with that Meganar coming up. Kanavi tries to go for the play. 369, he wants the angle, just needs one little boomerang. He's going to get the Meganar, but I don't think it's enough to follow through.
Oh, we got a TP in. Crisp has the shield. Yeah, look at this. It got down so low. Got 17.
No,
That's what it got down
man,
to. Yeah, Crisp goes down. Run warp coming in. Not followed through. Still gets the flash out of Light, though.
Whoa! Okay, Supreme Display of Talent used very defensively and beautifully there as Kanavi denies the engage from Weibo, and I think Weibo just killed themselves with that blast cone there.
Because, yeah, Weibo, I mean, kind of the Otacon play, at least they got the objective, but that fight afterwards was a bit of a stinker. Now Breathe looking to fish him out, but Hong's still pushing.
Oh, yeah, the turret's going to go down all outed onto Breathe, or from Breathe onto Hung. He gets the Q3 back. He's going low. Light is just free firing now as Hung goes for the headbutt. Does end up backing Light away. Here comes Breathe, though, with the follow-through. Gonna flash, gonna dash, gonna get killed in the end. And Tien just goes in by himself. from greatness to downfall. We have seen the entire story of Weibo so far.
I mean, the Weebs are just so, like, not together. They played such a good first 20 minutes of the game, and now they're so split, and it's...
Oh, and now they're just getting absolutely dashed.
Oh,
all of
my
a sudden,
God.
you look at the gold differential. It's a 4,000 gold diff for top esports. As Xiaohu trying to be the saving grace here.
Versus a comp we were setting up for top esports as being stronger early on. Weibo being a little bit fast and loose with things here later on, and yeah, that's an LPL gold graph in the making.
Oh my God.
Was, by God, I hate this team. I feel like that's what we're seeing from Weibo in this one.
Yep, consistently inconsistent, if you will. They are okay. Top esports, I see you. Look how fast they burn it.
Depressing display of talent sounds like my career, Mazel. Anyway, on to the Baron. Chris doesn't have Spellbook Smite. This is just going to be going down.
Oh, my God. The Baron just sniffed out from under their noses. And now Weibo, they just put themselves into the meat shredder, but maybe they're shredding a little bit back. Hung is just completely caught out. 369 has a flake, but he's going to be taken out too. We are just seeing punts back and forth, and I didn't know NFL played on a Tuesday. As now top esports going to be rebuffed and pushed back to their outer turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, we just went to one side of the fight as Weibo committed to the one side, found the 2v5, and now top esports having to defend his
Jackie Love is just going to die. Cream TP's in. Kanavi going for the play. The supreme display of talent is back in action. He gets all out of it, though. He is completely taking down 100-0. Jackie Love goes in with the Valkyrie, but he can't get the damage off. Gets the Frost Bomb on a 1, but Breathe is cutting them to pieces. He wants more. He gets the Q3, and Breathe is getting chunked now by Cream with a double kill with the scaling carry of TES.
Again, looking to play too fast. I mean, they've yet to knock down that mid-outer. And now top esports, Cream still has that Baron buff, and he's going to be able to use it. They're having trouble to step into this jungle, take any space away, as the dragon has been started by Kanavi.
Okay. They are almost done with it, too. I mean, they do so much damage down, and that's going to be another dragon going to top esports. Tie things up at 2-2. Weibo, they're just meatballing right now to start off these playoffs here with some dominating performance from themselves, and now to take another Baron in this game number 1 as Tien's trying to come over for the 50-50. Is he going to try to steal it? He's not going to get it. Kanavi gets the jungle diff, and everybody's typing in chat right now. Big ulti from Xiaohu, but is it enough damage here? Light goes on the back line, but he's completely cut down by Jackie Love in the face with 369. The GA has been popped, and top esports continue to bolster this lead. And now they're looking for the game end. Realmore to the mid lane, and straight to the throat of Weibo.
Look, I think 20 minutes to 25 minutes, Weibo, yet again, they have to take inventory of how they played that mid-game or that transition. Just threw themselves at top esports, sacked what was a 2K plus gold lead, turned it into a 4K plus deficit, and top esports, that's just going to be it. They take the Baron, they're pushing for the base. 20 seconds on 2 of the carries is Xiaohu.
Oh, he tried to. Breathe. Okay, that's the problem when you're going against Jackie Love on this. Yeah. Oh, he's going to die. Okay, no, he's still tanky enough to get that life back. Oh, he steps up and takes the turret shot. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. They use the nexus of Weibo against themselves. The Meganar ulti signals the end for this game number 1.
Because there's not a lot of tankiness on him in the first place, and not around, like, on the champions around him either, if you look at Rumble and Karma. On the flip side for Weibo, I think they got to play really hard early.
Ooh,
macro of Jackie Love.
That's cleanse and heal.
Caught a tangled barb.
Oh, Tien. Oh, no, Tien, he's just going to go for the kill. Going to go for Jackie Love. Gets the flash out. He gets the boomerang blade right back to him. It's going to be first blood for Weibo. They get the kill for Light, but now it's going to be traded back. The healing coming clutch. Jackie Love going down. Kanavi versus Light. The last 2 left, but a double kill for Light. The saving grace. And Kanavi can't connect the flag and drag. That'll be a 2 for 2 in the bot side, and chaos early in game 2. Oh, that ward. Yeesh. Didn't actually end up seeing Kanavi. They actually don't know that he's up here. He could be looking for the dive. Crispy's going to walk around the corner, get the bad news. Cataclysm slam dunk from Kanavi. The guy's on a rampage.
It's not stopping either. He's stuck around. Light's dead too.
Oh, the flash comes out. Light should be able to survive for a little bit longer, but not long enough. Jackie Love will take the extra shot, so he will probably have to back off. But
damage is the most important. As a really nice shockwave from Cream and a better sidestep on the barbs. Make sure that he gets out of that one A-okay. Good use of shockwave, pulling Annie backwards.
Overheat.
369.
That was a little close. And he's going to have a welcome party come towards him. He's going to try to get the back off, but there's no way he gets it off in time. He's going to try to get out of this one. Tibbers comes down, and the bodyguards of Weibo collapse onto 369.
Didn't cheat the wave, so going to be Rumble for the Dragon. I think Top Esports going to be happy with that one, but...
That will be both top laners joining the tussle. Tien, he's still looking, but Kanavi knows he was waiting for it, and he goes forward. Cataclysm on it too, and Kanavi is just dancing on him here. He throws him the Q and ends up finding the kill in the end. Tien's gonna flash and die still to the boomerang, and the combo from Cream. Breed's gonna hit the Q sweet spots. He does end up taking down Kanavi. That's a big shutdown going over. Now Top Esports trying to reposition on this fight. Light going away with the killer instinct. Look at Breed. Breed trying to heal so much. Breed is doing work, and Light is untouched through all of this. Light is making a monster out of himself as he gets gunned down by 369. Unfortunately, nobody can escape the flames of the Flame Spitter. Life on the bot side of the map. He will get the redemption coming through, and the rest of his team's coming. They're also going to take the turret. That's feats to Top Esports as Weibo.
The map's
we're trying to collapse.
Weibo's map is on fire. Again, there is too much wave clear.
Oh, Tien. Pop Blossom coming back as a counter onto Kanavi. It is going to be rebuffed, and Kanavi goes down. Overextended as he thought they had Tien dead to rights.
They can still play the wave, though. Like, Cream is just still trying his best to delete these waves. The team's rotating over.
It's too little, too late. Weibo have dove the world ender as he will fall in the end. It still matters that Weibo find promise.
I don't get why Top Esports played defense there. Didn't sign up to playing 2 waves versus the 1 of Weibo. Like, if you play that for, what, 3 waves, like the sequence that we just saw, you could have found a decently winning scenario instead.
They need to get in there because it's now getting very low. Tien versus Kanavi, but it's Kanavi that gets it in the end. Tien doesn't even get into range, and Rift Herald with a later play on the line for Top Esports.
Early season GM. Don't play scrims. A lot of scrim data that we miss out on. Maybe that scrim data led to a first pick Kiana. Who knows? But
true.
The pit for whatever reason. Weibo still started the Otacon and lost half their health.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both sides are like, wait, what?
We TP back, but Tien's gonna be stuck at half, and Light's down. 369 is snuck in.
Xiaohu goes for the play on a Cream. The flash comes out, though, and that's a nice return. Equalizer coming in. Atacon. It's gonna go the way of Kanavi yet again. It is just purely a jungle diff this game, as we see Weibo try to pull off the inevitable fight here, as it is right now just a 1-for-1. Breathe is trying to be this front line for Weibo as they make their escape, and they should be successful.
Of Top Esports, is there at 22 total? That's not worth dropping multiple waves over Otacon for. I think that's something where LS and some of the analysts that as we evolve how we talk about Otacon are definitely getting things right. So just highlighting that. Not a ton to talk about in the flip. More the idea of it. There's not a lot to talk about here. As Breathe is down teleport, down flash, and about to be down a life.
He's going to try to go for Hung. Does a decent amount of damage with that Cyclo sword, and he wants the kill. Doesn't find it. Breathe will be taken down slowly but surely by 369 of all people.
Shutdown secured for 369's Rumble too. We traded out for a turret as Xiaohu gets a pickup there.
Did you see that damage though?
I dig the build out of Breathe. I feel like it's appropriate given the game, even if we don't see it a lot. As
Whoa.
Kanavi's sending it.
Yeah, Kanavi is sending it. He's going to get the killer instinct out of Light to make it out of that pit with the Cataclysm. Tien now going to get ran down, going to pop the Crescent Guard, going to try to get out of this one. He's trying to heal up as much as he can from the Sundered Sky, but Cream will have his number. Go 3 kills now on the Orianna.
Denied, so Tien easy death, and Top Esports.
Get a tier 2.
I will say, Mazel, this is the 2nd game in a row. Really want to be that international global contender that we expect our top seeds out of LPL to be.
Oh, they got a
gotta
catch.
Step up to compete against the best mids in the world as Weibo Light steps up, takes down Hong over the wall. And could we see a Baron threat here?
That's the power of this comp. They have such heavy pick potential if you are caught out. He was on vision and is down. The Baron already started, already getting down to half health. Chris going for the Pop Blossom, finds 2 of them, and now Tien follows through. Cream gets out with the flash. Cataclysm coming in from Kanavi. Cream still surviving, going forward. He's still alive. Come for the king, you better not miss as they find more. And now the Atacon is coming alive for Top Esports. It starts to pop, and Weibo start to drop. You got the killer instinct not available from Light to follow through with that one with the Void Seeker, but it is a bloody fight.
Try and find vision in the brushes. So Cream kind of walks up, gets caught off of a nice barb from Chris. And that set up what was a pretty decent fight here. I think Jackula burned his flash in to wrap up the Nico. I think that was a little bit early. Maybe a little bit early. The soul
just
point
burn
was
it.
secured by top, but that's going to be traded out for Weibo taking the Baron. They have to play through the bot side now. You can see Breathe. Might have an angle on Cream, though.
Oh, he tried to get up the flash play. Here comes the big play from Crisp, and he's down. TN's going to go down to his GA forfeit as 5-man strong. Just bash him into the dirt. That's sold to Top Esports, and Top Esports are just the better team today.
I think top Cream, that was a good angle from Weibo to try onto Cream. That was going to be a really tough game to win.
369, bro. Oh, he just baited. Oh, no, Breathe. You fell for the ultimate bait, and Xiaohu might have just fallen for it
so
too,
game.
as they're just flashing over, and that is going to be it. Top Esports have called game and potentially pushing Weibo to the brink for the first time between the organizations. And not only that, Top Esports haven't won a game on red side in the playoffs.
I think that was really, really sound. So when you compare just the hands this team has with some of the brain power as well, that's what can make Top a really scary team come out of the LPL. When we do get games where they are on point making these, also just the fact you can play it in the Trundle. You haven't seen Trundle show his face yet in the series.
God.
Gonna see if Trundle shows up next game as Breathe. Wow,
Okay,
Kanavi made that insane angle look too easy as that Aatrox just melted.
Oh, but he's just running out. He still has his GA, by the way. And the shockwave coming through as well, potentially forward here as Crisp goes in with a big pop blossom, but it's all for show. And the show is no longer there. It has been closed down. The tickets are no longer being sold, and Top Esports have bought the whole block. They're putting on the show. And boy, is it a beautiful one indeed, as Light trying to make one last dash effort, one last gasp of life here for him, but he will go down. The final turret goes as well. There's that shockwave we were waiting for, and Top Esports pushed Weibo Gaming to match point and looking at a date with Destiny and BLG in the upper finals.
Thinking of Listen TF, that's the other two answers, but it will be another facilitator secured for Cream and another potential takeaway from Xiaohu. And definitely, given Silas Morgana bans, they definitely were thinking about Galio.
The series here. And it's actually going to feel really good for Weibo, but I guess my next question, or next set of questions for Weibo, is once you hit this level 6 for Xiaohu, and a little bit later for Tien, Esports looking to clean up the last two.
Top Esports have done this, I think, all 3 games
Bro,
in a row. They can't get away with it every time.
Jackie Love? He just walked straight into that one. Xiaohu's going to try to take him down. He got the heroic entrance coming through, but it gets denied. Cream can't move, and Cream gets the spears out of his gut. As now here comes the unstoppable onslaught onto Jackie Love, and I think Jackie Love just had the biggest flub of the series right there, as Kanavi's going to go down too, and Weibo look to strike back with a double kill for Breathe.
And that's the start of the fight. Well, things are not going to get much better. As
so confused. Yeah, and now they can just snowball this. I mean, we have Dragon coming up in about a minute. Hung's going to miss his grand entrance, and a handshake's going to come down on the Cream there. We'll see if that Summoner spell payoff comes through, but they're just going to take the engage as the Decimating Smash comes through, and Tien's going to get bailed out here. He won't, though. The reset comes through for Kanavi, and Kanavi's coming alive here. He wants to carry the game. He gets the heal back. He's going down now as the spear's ripped out with the Rend. Light is getting a double now. He's looking for a triple. He's got the forward hand as he gets locked up, and Jackie Love, he can't get him. That's a triple kill. Make it a quadra kill for Light, the leading man of Weibo.
I know a lot of people, Kalista priorities dropped off. The nerfs, we already saw Kalista kind of falling off. Feels like she's just falling off everyone's radar. Any champion, I don't care who you are, you start a game 6-0-1, you're probably going to look good in that one.
The largest advantage that Weibo have had this entire series is Hung going to get caught out, and TES just keep taking these engages, keep finding themselves on the wrong side of these fights. Where did the Top Esports go that was dominating the map in games 1 and 2 completely almost?
Just don't have the damage at the comp yet. We're going to keep on trying, though.
Oh, Kanavi tries to get that damage down. Tien's going to go down, and Light steps up. And Top Esports going to bite the dust yet again. Although Kanavi will buy some time here, Xiaohu should be able to run him down. He's going to try to buy enough time to die to the turret, but Xiaohu will just run him out. Around this top side, while we have about a minute and a half for the Rift Herald.
You don't want to...
oh, Xiaohu.
Decent shout. He still has the ult, but so he's going to be 2 U's. So trade ults. There it is. I was going to talk about this.
There's the blade caller. They take down Light here, but the bailout, and he's bailed out in full. Go ahead and give him the sum check here as Light takes a double.
Stand strong through the bailout as he gets his life back, and Weibo going to take that mid-outer turret as this map is just all theirs. And the attempts that we've seen from Top Esports to get themselves back in this game have just not been good. There's really no other way to put it, nothing else to say.
8-0-2. He's going to be close to second item at this point. And they've got the Rift Herald as well. 2 dragons. They're off to a blistering start, 15.5 minutes into this game. They're even going to get the top turret here as well to add to their collection, their treasure trove that they've built up in this game number 3. And this is much more the capitalization that I like to see from Weibo. Even if some of these calls from Top Esports are questionable, it is about how Weibo have responded that gets me a little bit of opium.
It's giving Weibo the strength they need.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. Like, on paper, they can mean one thing, but in execution, it can mean an entirely different situation. And we see that unfolding before our very eyes. Soul Point.
So, see if Breathe is on top of it. Xiaohu and Weibo understanding that, well, they may not see the pressure on the top side. They've been playing hard on the bot side. They're the ones that have Soul Point secured. Now an outer turret secured and a Rift Herald that's secured. One outer with a crash on the inner.
So we'll see if fandom matters in this situation. 2 items for literally everybody, which feels really good for Weibo Gaming and just continues to propel this advantage as Kanavi dodges out of Tien's engage. Nice counter engage there on the other side from Breathe as well. And you can't dodge away a second time, Kanavi. Oh my god, it is just hell in a handbasket, though, as a big heroic entrance comes through. Now it's Hung and Jackie Love that are the big focus as they're going to try to get the combo. They do end up taking down Tien, but now they're in worse for wear on the back end of it, getting the flash out of Breathe. Jackie Love will flash to safety. The rest of Top Esports with Cream and 369 holding the front line here. They were trying to think about making a Xiaohu knows. He's too experienced. He knows there's something in that bush. They know there's a control ward there, but it's all about the prep for the dragon.
Yeah.
And set up around this one here as there's a lot of summoner spells down and Weibo feeling absolutely favored here. Kanavi needs to have a pop-off moment if he's going to survive here, if they're going to keep this series in tow as 369's getting low. That's the bailout use. Jack Love going to go for the play as they do end up finding the back line. That's 369 down. Heroic entrance on the other side. Top Esports have decided to make the play. They're trying to get Light, but he's still getting bailed out, and you try again, but you continuously fail, Top Esports, as game number 3 is all Weibo.
Yeah, I fear that I saw Callista at 6-0-1 about, what, 10, 11 minutes in, and guess what, Mazel? That Callista is going to win the game. I know it's shocking. That Callista is winning a game of League of Legends, guys. All it took was 6 kills early on. And a little bit of light action. As Top Esports, look, I think the Top Esports tried to play the way the Top Esports likes to play in a draft where that draft couldn't play the way the Top Esports usually likes to play. And this ends up being the end result. Ability, you know. Hopefully vibes are still good. I have no idea. This game's done and dusted. We're kind of talking about Nada here.
This is over.
As Kanavi, yep, can't even get his red buff.
Cross the bow with game 1 and 2.
You know what Light's saying right now?
What's up?
Light the fuse. Throwback to one of the great slogans and monikers we had for international events here.
We don't, it's blasphemy, but it's okay. We'll let you off with that.
I think given where the game's at, it's very relevant as TP's coming in.
Oh, Top Esports ready to put their face into the meat grinder here. They give it one last go as a charm connects on the back end of it, and Cream ends up falling immediately as the bailout comes through, or at least the hostile takeover as well. And that's going to be so much damage flying Top Esports' way. The Feather Storm Blade Collar combo will not get you out of that today. And that is a full and total clean ace for Weibo Gaming in game number 3.
Well, Mazel, I think that this game would be great to show children as parents. That sometimes decisions that you make earlier on in life have consequences later on. I feel like that's the motto I picked up from this one.
That's the lesson from game 3.
It is.
Every game has a lesson.
everything matters.
The little things.
It's about, yeah, the little things, they add up. Top Esports, its fans at times, given that it is a team that while they do end up at the top more often than not, the road there is spicy. As
they actually find a little bit of a pick.
Xiaohu hits Jackie in style, though. Wow.
Wait, Xiaohu might go down. 3-man! Oh my God! A triple kill for Light, and that's the end of the game. Get them out of here. They need an ambulance after this one.
This game was a little one-sided, a little too easy. Weibo took a comp that was cohesive, a comp that would have been Thanos in eras of leagues past. Not so much in this era, but they made it look like Thanos. Light started the game with a quadra kill. He was sitting at 6-0-1, and they never looked back.
This might be the largest gold lead I've seen this year in the LPL. 20,000 plus gold lead, and Weibo, they have awoken.
Wow. Man, that's an interesting one. I gotta say, the spell shield on Vayne could make for very big plays later on. Like, this is a hyper carry that makes up for a little bit of the lack of damage that Morgana can bring to the table. I'm taking these neutral objectives because every tick of Morgana pool on the neutral, well, you get that cooldown back. You can see Xiaohu a few pit stops to make sure that
need to be extremely confident, and he's playing with that confidence right now, as we do see Kanavi posturing for a top lane play on the breathe. He does have the ulti and TN right behind him, but I love to see that pressure early going. Kanavi, go for the blast play, the execution. Kanavi, you're so damn clean with it.
When there's a Morgana in the game, Morgana brings so much strength mid at this time of the game versus the Victor, who doesn't have only has the E-Evolve, as we just saw.
Okay, Tian gonna try to get this last one. He gets the chop. All three grubs go to Weibo.
Now Cream.
And then Cream gets completely caught out. They get the CC chain, though. That's Magnet Storm on top of it. The Chaos Storm not nearly going to do enough damage right now, but Kanavi might be able to do so. Look how much CC is coming down, and we talked about the skirmish power of Tian, and Tian is just swinging that pillar. It truly is the cinematic, and we are going to 5 coming.
Maybe.
I called it in the break, as that's a huge lead for Weibo.
I kind of zoned him off, too. I think that was a nice gravity well placement and a good laser. So Crisp goes too early, and that's
they're just starting it.
That's good for top esports. I mean, again,
breathe. He's coming in on the flank. Chris just goes in instantly. Light goes ahead and goes invisible, goes damage mode as they go in with the gravity well with the Chaos Storm, as now they actually are free firing onto this backline. Xiaohu has been caught out completely, and top esports have put their hands on their keyboard and mouse and pressed the buttons here finally.
I mean,
as they take multiple kills away from Weibo.
Yeah. 369 was able to base and TV back. He got the shop off, so he went from double longsword to a phage and 1,200 gold behind him. He TPs into the middle of the fight. And again, it's no public execution.
Information, and that'll just be a Rift Herald for free to top esports.
I mean, this could easily be a series, Mazel, where like, I'm looking at a 3-1 for top esports right now. I think this game stays so good for them. Been seeing top esports being able to consistently find and replicate.
All right, 1v1 between the mid laners, but in top lane, Redemption's gonna come in. That's not fair. The tag team, the ref wasn't looking, and the tag team came in. That means Cream is all by himself, and Crisp is gonna come in. Where's the ref coming? Oh my God, they're going to catch out Jackie Love too. Okay, he is going to be okay. He's going to use the Ultra Shock Laser. He's going to go in. Now he has Kanavi at his back, at his steed.
Not have Rylai's, yeah.
All right, take back my statement. Dragon is coming up, though. That's my next statement. As top esports are point and present. TP's coming in from Weibo. They want to fight. Let's go. Solar Flare going a little bit wide, though. They go on to Kanavi. Kanavi's in deep trouble, and he will go down. That's a big pick from Weibo, and that's exactly how I wanted to see them play out these fights.
And this is part of why I'm so frustrated at Weibo with the last Dragon, because they can make a fight look like that if they play it well, right?
Cream.
And, I mean, Crisp is alone.
Yeah, not really, though. He has his entire team coming here, and that's the flash play from Xiaohu with that ulti you talked about. Won't be able to find the damage in the end, but that's Dragon to Weibo.
Okay. Throwing that Dark Binding right where the Leona stun was at. And Xiaohu, another find on this Morgana. This is for Weibo, Mazel.
5 games.
Oh, yeah. Look bottom right. It is Crisp. Hex Flash directly on the Jackie Love. They can manage the waves to the best of their abilities here, as Xiaohu does have the pool. They're going to try and funnel some of these waves into white, too. I mean, if there's an option of who gets the gold between Vayne and Morgana, I'm taking the Vayne. Like, it should be showing up on the map now. Okay, there it is. It did show up on the map.
Okay, it just isn't there. It just spawned in. All right, we like it. Keep the casters in the dark. That's what we love. Top Esports moving around the Atacon now, though.
They're going to try and pull Breathe in. Yeah, they get Breathe TP from this. I don't know if they're going to stick to it. As Xiaohu, those pulls. Look at Kanavi. Oh, my God.
Dude,
okay, maybe Rywise was the tech, man. That pool was... Holy cow, that pool was deadly.
Atacon going to get one more cast as it goes back to reset. Things calm down for the moment, Cubby, but we're getting set up for the Dragon. Already, Weibo starting it up.
They can melt this one. I don't think there's much of a defense here
for
top. They're playing
you gotta stop hitting the Atacon. They literally just keep aggroing the Atacon. They just lose the priority on the Dragon. What did I just watch?
I am dumbfounded right now.
That is blasphemous.
8 of Dark Binding and is at half health from that Morgana.
Here comes the Grand Starfall. Kanavi has the chance to make the difference here. Can he get this? He has had the better of Tian. He does. Atacon secured, and now Top Esports, they have come to play, and they are not going to hold back. They're going to throw punches left and right and center. The Haymaker. Jackie Love going to flash away for Breathe. He's going to get the 3-man knock through, as that's going to be a really massive play from Xiaohu in the end. The Dark Binding, was it enough? It wasn't enough for Weibo to stay here. They're on the wrong side of Albuquerque. They should have taken a right when they took a left, and that's Light going down to Kanavi. That's a full clean house besides Breathe, and Top Esports take back control.
Into a Baron, and honestly, a decisive advantage for a comp that has the scaling advantage for me in this game. Is Hong even getting a little cute with that? Tian gonna drop the ward, but he doesn't have a flash. He can't get in.
He doesn't. He can't even get.
He can pillar it for 1 HP.
The Hex Flash? Or Hex
he can spike through that. Yeah, he could.
Absolutely.
That was clever.
I like it. I actually really appreciate it. Now he's going to move over to get this turret down.
That was
did
well
have the extra grub sieging power and trying to delay the Baron push from top.
Esports very strong, bringing their might to that fight and making sure the Top Esports win it.
And just a little shout out is Cream. Okay, now getting caught. He's gonna have Kanavi behind him. Kanavi's on 3 items, by the way. Look how much damage he just did as the Chaos Storm's coming out. The Soul Shackles will go a little bit wide. TP coming in a little bit late. Kanavi trying to set up on a Crisp. Gets the 1 kill to Jackie Love. And now it's off to the Ramparts here as another's gonna fall. Tien is gone, and Top Esports, they roar triumphantly in this game number 4.
I think that's game. They're going to take the inner turret and can turn to take the Dragon whenever they want. That denies the Soul. I think Hextech Soul is necessary for Weibo to match the scaling of Top Esports at this point. As the push continues, no creeps left besides the cannon, but that doesn't help with the turret, and that might just be...
Look, you saw the stats highlights there. But this combo of Kanavi and Hung, they have been on point. Besides game number 3, a little blip on the radar, if you will. But they have been dominant, moving around the map, constantly putting pressure. And speaking of pressure, Breathe is feeling it now. And he will feel the pressure of Jackie Love's aura as he steps in.
And then your value just goes down a lot. Like, you're just there for Black Shields and follow up on Vines. You're just not the same champion.
They're just trying to bait the fight here, and now over the wall Jackie Love goes. Jackie Love in the conversation for potential MVP of the split, stepped up and knocked this one out. His Zeri, the hyper carry you could dream of, as Top Esports, they look like their dominant selves once again. What was game 3? We may never know, but Top Esports handled Weibo from top to bottom in game 1, 2, and 4, and here they are set up for their destiny date with BLG in the upper bracket finals as they put the final touches on this game number 4. Breathe has nothing left to give. Light is down. The final man, the Vayne, didn't work out. And Top Esports rise to the top against Weibo Gaming.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.